screen next up, but I'm the #1 candidate.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the London Black Knights taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Hurts throwing right away. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. Down the left sideline. Touchdown! A.J. Brown. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Elliott good on the extra point. It's now a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. On third down, it's Purdy. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. McCaffrey running up the middle. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. You look at this Eagle defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Now 2nd and 9. Again, they run again. It's McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Not an easy spot here. We'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
There he goes, right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 31 yards there and a first down.
And the London first down.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Black Knights respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The Eagles, it's 6-5 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Able to fight through one tackle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week, but the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Hurts. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. When you look at this defense, this unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Throwing is Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting us inside the 30. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 7-7, our score after 1.
At the 22-yard line.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
Here's Hurts to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. This from 42 yards out. The kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number 1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot. Yeah. But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Back to throw, Purdy. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Trying to throw it to the sideline, but it happened just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. It's a good ground incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Third down and 13. Purdy looking to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And Purdy, he's going to shift them around into something else. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. Here's Purdy. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Purdy. And that is incomplete.
This defense is certainly in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will knot us up at 10. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago. Their 2nd straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along. And from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively. And this team now has an identity. And they're playing to it and playing well.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On the option to give to Swift here. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Here's 3rd and a few inches. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. And to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down. So quite a call there. They go on 4th and inches and wind up getting 5 yards.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give them a little bit of credit for fortitude there. 4th and inches, and they don't run the football. Normally you just wedge your way through, fall forward, find the yardage. They took a shot and put it in the air, and it paid off.
Maybe they saw the defense overcommitting.
A lot of confidence there, though, because even if they overcommit, you just want to make sure you get the 1st down. You throw an incompletion on 4th down there, they're going to second-guess you the rest of the game. Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Now a give, right side, Swift. Yeah, he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run. But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. They'll throw now on the final play. Flush to his right. Oh, Cardinal sin there. Thrown back over the middle, and it's intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case,
and now off to the races down the right side. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Purdy now to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Here's Swift. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll stay on the ground with Swift, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 84 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprised.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles use the short field to get in for 6. Elliott good with a PAT. That makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. Nolan Smith drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Devontae Smith. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
An audible here to get a new look. They'll try it now with Swift. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field, and he wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown! A.J. Brown with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead now up to 15. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play or multiple plays that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Now Purdy. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. Still fighting for more. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll start out here with the option left. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. They'll look to throw here. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. This will be caught at about the 6. Touchdown, Eagles! A.J. Brown from 13 yards out. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Elliott good with PAT. And lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Throwing here, Purdy. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Keely Ringo getting to the ball and handing them a loss on the play.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Purdy. Under pressure, they got him again. Give that sack to the Dean. And on now is the punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. He'll take it at the 42. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 107 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' 1st down as he's inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly 1st.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. 1st down in the red zone.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Swift going to try up the middle. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the 1st down. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
At their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Out of the gun, Purdy. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the run way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Defense shows blitz. Purdy. Oh, this will be incomplete. Rush gets him just as he was letting them go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. McCaffrey is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. Purdy with one final shot here. Touchdown! Cameron Latu with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Black Knights are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into